Welcome back to another episode of that Stay Off My Grass podcast. You got your boy Sons Fan Randy, and my bad, man. I've been missing y'all. You know what I'm saying? I've been missing the vids. I swear, from now I'm gonna just record. If I can't record right after the game, I'm just gonna record the day after, just to get something up, just to get something out there. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it going and keep the consistency. But I have been watching the games, and there's some positives. I do want to give some shout outs before I get into the negatives. I do want to shout out, even though we lost tonight and we lost against OKC. I was gonna come in after that game, but I was like, bro, it's nothing to dissect. Like we got blown out by 50. It was absolutely nothing. Like if you watch that game, it was absolutely nothing to give or add about that game. But I do want to give some positivity to Jordan Ott, and I do want to give some positivity to the front office. You know what I'm saying? I feel like going into this season, even though we not exactly where I want to be, well, I'll put it like this. If my expectations was low, but I feel like this team has exceeded my expectations. You know what I'm saying? And what Jordan Ott is able to do with what he got, with the talent he got with this team, I gotta give him the, you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta give him the credit. I gotta give him the salute for sure. Because coming into the season, I thought that we would be way worse than what we are. Not saying we the best, but I feel like one thing I appreciate about this team is that every night this team is gonna compete, and just like nights like today, where it's like no game is really over until it's over. You know what I'm saying? And I can appreciate that as a fan, as you know what I'm saying, somebody that watched the Suns, you know what I'm saying, religiously or listening or whatever the case may be. So yeah. So yeah, shout out to Jordan Knott, shout out to the front office, because when they first came in, I'm not gonna lie, it was very skeptical. We was like, what are they doing? Who are these people? Why are they doing this? You know what I'm saying? But just to see how they move and how they use everybody on this team, like I can't do nothing but get a salute and say my bad. You know what I'm saying? So I want to start there and give them their credit there. So tonight it's kind of two reasons why we lost this game. I would say a little bit of coaching, like a little bit of Jordan Ott, but I'm not too mad at it. But the two main reasons to me was first, also, before I get into the obvious. First, also, when when he was out there today, he gave us absolutely nothing. Like had the worst hands, wouldn't grab a rebound, just couldn't block a shot. Like it was bad. And the amount of leash that Jordan I gave him today, he should have been checked in Nick Richards. And Nick Richards didn't check into the game until the fourth quarter. So I don't know why we stayed with Oso so long if he was playing as bad as he was playing. Like I said, he wasn't grabbing no boards, wasn't boxing out, was getting cooked on the defensive end, was letting them get all types of offensive rebounds. So, and essentially when they made their run, it was because Oso and just what he was doing. So let's just start there. And then the second reason, the obvious reason, is Dylan Brooks, right? And you kind of know what you get when you have Dylan Brooks on your team. And so, like, you can't, as a fan, you can't even really get too mad because you know Dylan Brooks is going Dylan Brooks. Of course, Dylan Brooks is going to have the potential game winning shot and give them the ball back with a technical foul. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, that's the Dylan Brooks experience. So I can't even get mad or be playing with five fouls. So he has to go to the bench the majority of the second half. So it was just like you gotta it's just frustrating. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how else to explain it, but just frustrating. But I do appreciate him and just what he was able to bring, because I think he hit the last six shot, or like he hit the last 6 points, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe even eight. Cause I think he hit the jumper on and the at the free throw, and then he hit two threes back to back to kind of give us the lead. And so yeah, I think yeah, it's just one of those things, man. You can't even say nothing really, because it's just like he brought us back. You know what I'm saying? Him and Devin Booker, I feel like could have did better tonight. He did get to the foul line and it kind of slowly walked us back down. But I think that if he would have got activated earlier in the game, then when we was having that drought, that's when I was looking for Book, when we was on that drought going in from the third quarter, the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth. Like that's when I was looking for Book to really wake up and do something, but it just never really happened until we got into the bonus, and then he was able to just get to the free throw line. I'm not the one to complain about the refs, but the refs was bad on both ends of it tonight. It was a couple goaltends that they called, I feel like wasn't goaltends. it was a couple fouls. Like Book was getting, so it's just like you can't even really get mad if Book was getting all the ticky tack fouls when LeBron get that weak ass foul at the top of the key. Where I feel like he kicked his feet out. I didn't really see a lot of contact with Booker on the swipe down on the wrist that they said that he did. So, but also Book kind of got to have a situational awareness of let him shoot that. Like he's shooting an off balance swing. Like it's still 13 seconds on the clock, and you about to launch up some bull. So it's like he should have just let that one rock. So yeah, so it was that. So I like I said, it was just one of those days for us. You know what I'm saying? These kind of losses happen when you have a roster built like this. So I'm not even too mad, especially with Jalen Green out. So I'm not even really too mad. But like I said, I'm more happy with the team that look, we fight every night. Like you cannot turn, I don't care what nobody say, you cannot turn this game off. Because it was, I want to say 3 points of the game where I was like, all right, I'm gonna just click off and just say, fuck it, I'm gonna go watch it. Welcome to Derry this season finale. You know what I mean? But then we started slowly making the comeback, and then we took the lead. Then I was like, oh shit, like, you know what I'm saying? You cannot turn this team off. So that's one, I guess, positive you could say. But shout out to the Lakers. They did their thing. Like it didn't look good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie to you. Just being objective. I know I'm a Laker hater, but being objective, it did not look good. It didn't look like they played their best game tonight. Like LeBron looked old. I'm not gonna lie to you. Luca just had a really bad night tonight. Couldn't get nothing really going. He had that 1-3 to kind of like add to the game, or like a, like, you know what I'm saying, it was like a momentum three. So that was like his kind of biggest moment in the game. DeAndre Ayton did okay, you know what I'm saying, but really the key of the game that really did it for them was Vanderbilt. And he went to the bench, and then that's when he went to the bench, that's when we started coming back. So which I thought was crazy. I don't know why Vanderbilt don't get no burn. Like it's a lot of things going on over there on the Lakers side where it's just, I genuinely don't understand. I don't understand why Gabe Vincent gets so much burn. I don't know why Marcus Smart decided to drive and got that shit like it's just a lot of shit on the Lakers side. I just don't understand. But they somehow figure it out every single night. And I think they like what, third, fourth in the West. So, you know what I'm saying? Like say what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like the proof is in the pudding kind of thing. But I think that they're a good regular season team. I don't know if they'll be a good playoff team because I feel like it's too many spots on that Lakers side that you can kind of expose when it comes to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So that's just that's the hater in me. So, but all in all, man, I wish we would have won this game. We got them again, I think on the 23rd, so we can run it back for sure, for sure. Till next time, I think our next game is, what is it, Tuesday? Or if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Tuesday. So I'll be back on Tuesday, man. Till next time, peace.